Boom! What's going on here? It's Aaron Mullen, Executive Protection Operations Training Manager for AS Solution. I got here not only a former devil dog, but also my former teammate. I shouldn't say former, because we still.
Yeah. We still swerve, man. We still swerve.
Yeah, but I think this is one of the first time where Byron's actually getting interviewed instead of doing the interview. So Byron, thanks for coming on this morning.
Yo, man, it's an honor. You kind of stole my boom, but I get one anyway. Boom! What's up?
I just come in straight, right?
Yeah, different strokes, different folks, right? But it's an honor to be here, dude. Thanks so much for having me, man.
All right, so the main topic of discussion is the Protector Symposium, which is kicking off tomorrow, Saturday, July 11th, correct? So let's kick this off. What is the Protector Symposium?
So the Protector Symposium, man, is a live event I put together designed to help good people become more dangerous, right? So, everyone gets all kind of scared when you start saying things like that. But I believe if we teach good people how to be more willing, capable, and prepared to deal with evil or threats, we can make the world a safer place by increasing the probability of on-scene accountability. All around the world, certain cultures like in Israel, they have terrorist attacks and things happen on a kind of a more frequent basis with regards to like your lone wolves and your active human threat scenarios. A lot of times you get a body count or you get an injury count that's single digits. 1 or 2 people are injured. Boom, population dealt with it completely. The situation is fixed. Whereas in America, we're having a lot of these body counts get up into the double digits for a few years. So it kind of got me thinking, like, what can I do as a protector to make a contribution to America and to the world? So that's essentially the ethos, but then I break into like exactly what it's come down to now and what we're doing now with the second Protector Symposium we're rolling out.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second. So basically the Protector Symposium is basically your duty to not only for security professionals or executive protection professionals, but just responsible civilians to basically give them the information to be an asset, not a liability to their community. Is that correct?
100%. Yeah, dude. And it's really, I really want people to understand that, we have our however many basic needs, food, water, shelter, but protection's like one of the main ones. You can bug out and you can have all the ammo and you can have all the stuff, but if you don't know how to protect what you have, you really might just have nothing when it comes down to it. So this event is, regardless of background, regardless of vocation, learn how to protect yourself, your family, your clients, the people you swore to protect, centric, no matter what your background. The biggest compliment I got was like a single mom or a young woman walked up to me at the last one and were like, yo, I really learned a lot. And then there's like federal agents and SEB officers who were like, yo, bro, this was tight. I learned a lot. Like, you know what I mean? So that for me was huge to see that everyone on that spectrum, of ability and capability was like, yo, this was good stuff, man.
Well, and with that said, obviously, I personally attended the first Protector Symposium.
Yo, a big shout out to AS Solutions for covering us on that, man. You guys have been huge contributors, so I just make sure I want to say thank you and honor you guys for helping us make this whole thing possible, man. Where you specifically, really, Aaron and Christian West have been huge in making this thing happen and allowing me to like be able to bring this thing to the world. So
like Byron Rogers says, a rising tide lifts all ships, right?
That's it. Boom.
All right. So with that being said, that was a symposium that you held. I mean, it was almost like 250 people, right?
Wow, man.
So now that COVID has hit, how are you pulling off tomorrow's Protector Symposium?
Right. So we're in the belly of the beast. The tectonic plates of society are shifting. So, a guy like me, we got to be making moves. I mean, I've got to be evolving with the times, and I got to make sure I bring my life's work and my product to the game. So what we're doing is we went with a digital global symposium. It's all online. So in some aspects, I really wish we could get the, press the flesh networking done. However, we've done the best we can. We have a membership portal. You guys will all be in that membership portal. We'll have discussions, chat rooms, live interactive content in the membership portal. So it's going to be like a 3-day pay-per-view event with discussion boards where we can be having conversations. At the end of every single day at 6 p.m., we're going to field all the conversations, all the questions from our different members that are in the back there in the membership portal, talk about them on the panels with the speakers of the day, and then the VIP guests will be actually on those big marker webinars, and we'll be able to have interactive conversations. So the advantages to this is that, the disadvantage, we're not going to be in person. The advantage, we get to go international. We get to go global. Absolutely everyone can attend. Oh, I got work. Oh, I got this. That's great. Get your ticket. Watch it when you can, as you can. And let's make the world a safer place by making good people more dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, we got 7 ridiculously top of the line speakers. And I'm just honored to be able to like kick it with. You know what I'm saying?
So that's the next question. Down and dirty, how many speakers do you have?
We've got 7 speakers this time. So I wanted to make sure we delivered a ridiculous amount of value for the event being online. The premise of the symposium is simply that I can't make you a black belt in one exposure over a weekend, but I can guarantee you I can bring instructors to you that can have a conversation with you, that can upgrade the software you're using for protection in one conversation. So 7 speakers, each speaker does about a 3-hour module, teaches long form content, an actual lesson. And the VIP guests get a 3rd day. So the VIP guests get 3 days. Everyone else, we get 2 days. And we've got Craig Douglas. So Shiv Works, South Narc. So yeah, man. And he's amazing. He's amazing. He's been a narcotics officer, teaches a whole class on how to fight in the backseat of a car. He's going to be teaching an interdisciplinary introduction to how to implement your firearm when you're in close with the enemy, which is what he teaches. It's all in close stuff. In my opinion, it's the Formula 1 of personal safety. Like once you're like clinched with the enemy and you can't make mistakes at that point. So he's one of this. I'm excited about every one of them, but he's one I'm really excited about. Jared Reston's coming in. If you've never heard his story, he's currently a SWAT officer. He was involved in a number of officer-involved shootings, but namely the one that he got a lot of awards for. He was shot 7 times by the enemy. One of those times he got shot directly in the face with a .45 caliber handgun, fought through that trash, and he's going to be talking about how to survive an encounter with an armed enemy. And his story is so amazing. Literally, I heard it once upon a time, and I was like, I need to build a platform for this man to get this story out. Like every first responder needs to hear what this guy has to say. So there's an honor to be able to do this with him. Tony Blair is going to be here as well teaching. He's been in the game teaching literally our whole lives. He's been teaching law enforcement officers and military forces, and he's going to be teaching how to survive an ambush. So he brings a very, he's got a martial artist background. He's created his own discipline called the Spear Method. But he brings a very heavily psychological and almost like professor-like understanding to what your body's going to do when you deal with fear in an ambush and how to overcome that. And that's where a lot of civilians fail. They start asking why and what's going on, and I can't believe this. So that's going to be awesome. We have got Ed Calderon coming back. He needs no introduction. He's been on Joe Rogan podcast twice. He's like he calls him, he's like my Mexican MacGyver. But he brings his skill set from south of the border in Mexico, dealing with the cartel, human trafficking, drugs, all that stuff, which as we all know, is one of the most dangerous and advanced battlefields in the world right now with regards to the TTPs we're seeing the enemies of the world, execute on people. So he's going to bring a lot of that knowledge. His stuff's amazing. We've got Yosef Badu, who's going to be going even deeper into left of bang theology and human behavioral profiling. How do you know who's who in the zoo? How do you know when someone's really dangerous, or if they just like hip hop? Maybe they're dressed like a gangster because they like hip hop. Like there's a difference, you know what I mean? How do you know if somebody's really intending to do you harm? How do you read their subconscious body language while they tell you essentially that they mean you harm, and stay left of bang, that's left of the ambush or the dangerous encounter? This stuff is priceless. You hear people talk about situational awareness. Like, this is the ology of really how to implement that. And then myself, I'm also teaching on modern protection dynamics. So taking the stuff that me and you do on like a daily basis and showing ways to integrate our security practices into the civilian life, into your home, into your behavior when you're out there pressing flesh with the public. Boom.
All right. So now that everyone should be sold on this symposium, right?
Ridiculous amount of value, man. Sorry, it took me a minute to get through that.
Good, man. We're still on track on time. Hey, there's two tiers of registrations, right?
3 actually.
Oh, 3. Explain those real quick.
So the first tier is the general public. You just get to watch the whole entire event, and I think you get 24 hours to watch the event. So that's just if you want to peek in, you know what I'm saying, just taste the magic, you know what I'm saying. But the second tier is, I believe it's the gold package. This is where you actually get to keep the event. You get to keep the information, which in my opinion is extremely important, because as we know, training and these courses we go to and these experiences we have, it's just exposure to training. It's just exposure. If you really want to understand something, you know, you read a book one day, you wait a few years, you read a book again, you get new things from it. If you really want to understand something, you need to have prolonged exposure to it. So you get this event for life. You get membership behind our membership portal for life, as well with that second level. And then the third level is the VIP Platinum membership, which we're going to give you a whole lot of value with that. You get a whole extra day of training and all the basically higher tier modules for a whole third day. You get membership. You get the first Protector Symposium, all of those recordings, because you guys know we made a whole digital product out of that symposium. So even if you miss it, you get that. Even if you were there, you get that content forever now, right? And that's me, Yosef, and then Mike Pannone also, forgive me, Cash Money Mike Pannone is also in the lineup. And he's a living legend. He's Marine Corps Recon, Green Beret, Delta Force.
This is everything.
Dude, he's everything, bro. Air Marshal, stakeholder, built a program, went overseas to start, one of the biggest overseas military contracting companies. Like, he has one eye, still shoots better than you, and me, and every, you know what I mean? Like, so he's awesome. He's gonna be talking about how to protect yourself and modern protection strategies for the individual and families as well. So back on point, VIPs get a third day. You get membership. You get all of the Protector Symposium content from the beginning to this one. And you get to interact with us during the live panel. And you get not a swag bag, but a gift bag. This year, we got a gift bag, made some deals with 511 and our sponsors, 511, Victos, Innocent Armor, Kalas Swarovski, Executive Protection Institute. Who else am I forgetting in here? AS3 is in the lineup. You know what I'm saying? And Aspis. So I did a bunch of deals with them. So you actually get a gift bag, not just a swag bag. And AS Solutions got some cool stuff in there, because you know how y'all always got y'all support the game. You know what I mean? And we love you for that.
So that stuff will be mailed out for depending on what tier you order after the event.
Exactly. Yeah. Right after the dust settles for the event, you'll get a sweet 511 like I'll do duffel bag full of cool kit delivered to your spot.
All right, good deal. So right now, guys, we got the gist of it on what the Protector Symposium is. I'm getting inundated with, I probably have like 300 unanswered LinkedIn PMs, but this is opportunity. I've been getting inundated, and people ask me, where's their online training? Where's their online trainings? Who's doing what? This is your opportunity now to sign up. I know it's last minute. We just had to get it going, but it's tomorrow. Make sure you click on the link above to register. So got that out. So I got two more questions before we kick off. Is all right, we'll make it one because we're coming down to the marks. But from a personal or business standpoint, what are some lessons learned that's opened your eyes during COVID since you started?
Make sure you diversify your bonds, as Dave Chappelle would say. But like really, having a very diverse book with regards to your clients, but even on an individual level, making sure you have relationships, because today it might be all of the A-list acting and singing talent components of the industry that are getting rocked. Tomorrow it could be another quadrant of our private security game and the clientele that's getting rocked. And at the end of the day, what's going to allow you freedom and ability and the ability to feed yourself and your family and stay in the game, in my opinion, and I'm that social dynamics guy, it's what I teach in my course, is your relationships. You need to make sure you're keeping healthy relationships to make it so that you have options. Healthy relationships, you have options. And the way you cultivate those relationships is you have to give to those relationships. You give value to those relationships. You demonstrate value. You do favors. You keep things flowing with those relationships so that they're nice and healthy. And, I saw a huge influx of work on one side to where me and my little boutique business couldn't even keep up with a lot of it. And I saw certain other aspects of the industry die. And so for me, it was just growing, creating systems as quick as possible. But also, thank God I had great relationships that allowed me the freedom of movement to do what I needed to do and maximize on opportunities and be okay with letting certain aspects of things park for now.
That was exhausting, bro.
Sorry, man. I got my workout in.
No, that's good. I can't stress it enough. I know we don't have physical training, but like you said, that networking piece. There was a team that got set down because they just closed up shop, and the phones rang, and I'm like, hey, I met at the Protector Symposium and got him a job up north, and another one we're switching over. So because I physically knew them, and I mean, this is kind of cliche, but people always ask like, hey, like you always can see the good in people and do it. Like, how is it? And I go, I get drinks in them.
That is true about Aaron. That is 100% true. That's game, y'all. That's solid game.
So in Vino Berta's, right? And why there's truth, you can find out and get a feel of someone if they're going to be a right personality match for the team or the environment they're going to be working. But hey, we'll wrap it up. We'll be down and dirty. And I appreciate you coming on. Just guys, recap tomorrow, online training, Protector Symposium. Let's get it done, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Dude, protectorsymposium.com is where you get them tickets, y'all. And thanks so much for having me on here, Aaron. It's always an honor. Yo, I'm just genuinely looking forward to the stuff we're going to do to this industry as we get deeper and deeper downrange with this stuff, man. It's an honor to be able to do my career with you, brother. Much love.
And I can't wait to actually get back in the field with you, man. It's a long overdue.
Heck yeah. That's what's up.
All right. Thanks, Byron.
Yes, sir. Boom.